Hello, I'm Darren Magee, and today's topic is looking at spineless sadism, a subtype of sadistic personality. Now, sadism, that could be characterized by having the desire to hurt others for personal gratification, for pleasure, or to assert dominance, and it's usually through inflicting pain and humiliating others. I have made a video on sadistic personality previously if you want to check that out. And there are four subtypes of sadistic personality. There's tyrannical sadism, there's enforcing sadism, there's explosive sadism, and the topic for today's video, spineless sadism. And although sadism is no longer considered to be a personality disorder, there has been renewed research recently into how it co-occurs with other personality disorders, in particular cluster B personality disorders such as narcissistic personality or antisocial personality. Now, with narcissistic personality disorder, the sadistic behavior is often both about pleasure and dominance, but with antisocial personality, for example, with something like psychopathy, the sadistic behavior is more like a means to an end. It's more a tool to get them what they want. Would also be a component of what's known as the Dark Tetrad. Now, these are four subclinical elements of psychopathy, narcissism, Machiavellianism, and sadism. Very strong components co-occurring together, but not enough in one of those areas for clinical diagnosis. There are three main ways in which sadistic behaviors can manifest. There's physical, which includes acts of violence, destruction of property, there could be theft or sabotage of equipment. There's verbal, which can include threats, harsh language, aggression, and cruel and demeaning humor. And lastly, there's vicarious. Now, this is gaining pleasure through watching others in pain and distress. And in many cases, the spineless sadist does enjoy watching the pain and distress of others, but not necessarily take part in it. They may hide in a crowd that is bullying someone, even egg them on, encourage them, but not necessarily carry out the abuse themselves. The research suggests that they are deeply insecure people and often exhibit elements of avoidant personality. And although the spineless sadist may share some traits with the other three subtypes, at their core, they tend to be cowards, so tend to domineer in a very cowardly way. For example, being part of a crowd, getting the crowd to do the abuse. They may associate with people who are aggressive, who are domineering, powerful people, like gangs or organizations and movements, the type of movements that just pretty much want to burn the world down. Now, this would only be speculation on my part, but I think they would maybe abuse people online. And the reason they do that is because they're able to do it anonymously, hidden behind an avatar or a username. They see somebody post something and they're the type of person that jumps on it, starts a dog pile, or knowing that it's going to antagonize someone, they may be contacting other people saying, look at what this person has posted. They tend to spread rumors, gossip about people. They gossip to those who they know can inflict pain, and then just watch them punish the target for them. Or they may even feed information to opposing parties just to fuel the hatred, to keep that contention going. As much as they may fear danger, they often pretend to be courageous and brave. They may spin yarns, tell tall tales about their bravado, their heroics, how they were able to humiliate someone, just put them right back in their box, as if that's a badge of honor. They may make promises but never keep them. They may continually promise someone, I will call round, say on Tuesday night, and I will help you with this, but they never bother showing up. And it can be difficult to discern whether or not they just lie without fear of consequence, or if they really do get a kick out of disappointing people. Like, unlike the other three subtypes, and not all of them, there can always be exceptions, they're not necessarily violent or overly mean-spirited. However, they may be to those that they see as helpless, those who are maybe unable to defend themselves either verbally or physically. They may only threaten those they think they can domineer. Now, if someone were to challenge them, to stand up to them, they may retaliate with things like, I'll get the police, I'll sue you, I'll get the leader of the gang to sort you out, I'll get the supervisor. I will have you cancelled. It's really quite childlike in a way. It's almost like the kid in the playground trying to bully the other kids, and if any of the kids stand up to them, they back away quickly with, I'll get my big brother, or I'll get my big sister. They tend to run off, but then maybe tell others how brave they were at sorting that target out. So that's a brief outline of some of the common characteristics of the spineless sadist. Now, as always, if I've missed something, if you want to add it, please by all means use the comment box below. There are always some interesting conversations started around these videos. But if you find this video helpful or interesting, please consider subscribing to my channel, and until next time, thanks for watching.